everyone, Stephanie Denman here from the Denman Homestead, and today I'm going in the greenhouse because I recorded the other day starting seeds, and I thought that I had recorded what I started, but apparently I didn't press record. So I'm gonna go in here and check on everything, show you what I planted, and then I also believe I need to probably water. I'm gonna check to see because I only initially watered them once. And it's been about 3 or 4 days since I started those, so let's see what they look like. It is warm in here. It is like really warm, but everything is watered. Even though it may look dry on top, everything has a good amount on the bottom. Like you can see here that half of this pot has soaked up from the bottom, the water. So even if the top looks a little dry, just know that your soil will soak up that from the bottom. And yeah, we're just gonna check on them daily. Not surprised I don't see any starts just yet. That's not typical for like day 3 or 4. But probably within the next couple days, we should start seeing some little things poking through, which is always exciting to see who's the first one. I forgot to mention one other exception to my rule is, yes, I did water from the bottom on this tray, but I also gave it a light watering at the top because these seeds that I did in this tray are surface sow. So basically you almost don't even have to cover them with soil. So you do need to make sure that they continue to stay moist and wet without overly soaking them. But if you let the tops dry out, then that means the seeds themselves are drying out too. So I will lightly water the top and thoroughly at the bottom so the soil is completely wet, and I don't want those to dry out too much. So that is one exception to the top watering for surface sow seeds. We have got, as just an overview really quick of everything, I planted some lima beans, artichokes, different types of cucumbers here, a ton of different tomatoes. We've got green giants, Romas, Fijis, heirloom mix, Bonnie's Best, San Marizanos, spoon tomatoes, black strawberry cherry tomatoes. We've got some more cucumbers here, early fortune, more tomatoes, queen of the night, tomatillos, some star Rolos tomatoes, mushroom basket tomatoes, which are really cool. They're big. I started some marigolds, black beauty tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, Cherokee purple tomatoes. We've got some broccoli, some green cabbage, purple cabbage, cauliflower. Then the peppers are over here. We've got King of the North, California Wonders. We've got pumpkin spice jalapenos, Ozark giant peppers, orange bell peppers, Tabasco peppers, nadapeño peppers, which are like jalapenos but not hot, Anaheim's regular jalapenos, banana peppers, purple bell peppers, sugar rush peach peppers, poblano peppers, cayenne peppers. We've got a menagerie back here of different things. I've got some sour gherkin, cucumbers, some watermelons, some Israel melons, chamomile, basil, rosemary, and thyme. Up here we've got Rise and Shine summer squash. Both of these are yellow summer squash that are supposed to grow like vertically on a stalk, so that'll be really cool to try out. We've got 2 flats of zucchini up here. We've got some more squash, white scallop squash, some golden zucchini, butternut squash, pumpkins, what's back here? Spaghetti squash, some melons, different types of melons, a sweet passion, a rich sweet, Kajari melon, petite melon, cantaloupes, a couple of different cantaloupes, and green beans. So Whew, I have to get out of there. Oh, it's hot. Okay. Another reminder, when your seeds, so bright, when your seeds start to sprout, a lot of times that you may run into a what's called leggy, a leggy seed situation if it's in a controlled environment like a greenhouse. So leggy seeds are seeds that you start and they grow straight up and super long and their stalk is long and kind of like will bend over. Make sure whenever you're starting your seeds that you have some sort of airflow, a fan, or you can come in there and manually touch the starts as they start to sprout. What this does is it mimics the wind in a natural environment that helps with leggy starts not to be so tall and straight and skinny. It creates a stronger and more sturdy stalk, and it also helps with the root system really grab down deep to anchor itself from that harsh wind and outdoor environment. So when your starts start sprouting, just make sure that to avoid leggy starts that you're in there with either a fan blowing on them with your mouth, or when you're going to water them or whatever, or just an oscillating fan would work fine, just to make sure they're getting a constant flow of air if you can. I refilled these bird feeders yesterday. Look at the mess that they make. Look at it.
They're just sloppy.
All that bird seed they knock out from this.
The chickens eat it.
I know the chickens eat it, but that's ridiculous. And this one too, yesterday, filled this one up completely. Look at it. But yeah, I'm glad that the chickens come and eat it. Do you notice anything?
Oh, you took the towel down?
Yeah.
Mouse is gone?
Titmouse, I don't know if he's gone, but...
Wait, you put a bird feeder there? Where'd you get that?
Yesterday when I was at Tractor Supply, I saw... Because remember I was putting the bird feeder in my window.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice?
It's very nice.
So now I get to see the birds and they don't have to sit on the flower box. Now let's look at this mess. Let's make a plan. What is our first...
We're gonna have to start with doing a real trellis for the blackberries.
A real trellis?
Yeah, because we can't continue doing what we did last year, just trying to fight it.
Well, we have to cut off all the old growth, right? We have to figure that out because that was one of our plans.
I was hoping that we would see a lot more old growth, but this is all...
You can see it. You can see, look, well, if you look down here, like, you can see the red from the brown. Right?
Yeah.
All the old canes versus the red new canes. So I can get in here and start cutting that down. But yeah, we do need to get a rhyme or reason for this. Oh, our apple tree is budding, bud.
Oh, it sure is.
That's cool.
Awesome.
I've not seen our apple tree bud before. Oh, wow, how did I miss that? Full blown flowers. That's awesome. This is the apple tree that Jamie got me, and it is a Einsheimer apple. Never had any apples on this apple tree. It was too young when we planted it. I don't know if we'll get apples this year. I'll have to look it up. This is our everbearing. I don't know if it's truly everbearing, but I call it everbearing because it never stops putting off flowers. Blackberries. Every blackberry I've ever picked has only been in May. And for whatever reason, this, was it Arapaho?
Yeah. But
Found out?
All the ones that we're used to having are just...
Dewberries? Yeah, wild dewberries. Yeah, this Arapaho blackberry plant puts off so many. Hi, chickens. Hi, chickens. Spring is right around the corner. We should have some roses coming on our Peggy Martin climbing rose, which is going to be really pretty this year. Okay, let's get to the topic at hand though. So first thing, we want to trim this blackberry bush. Second thing I think we need to do is probably take down this fencing.
Yeah. Take down the fencing, pull up the irrigation, and then start pulling up the mound, the weed barrier.
I really think the tractor's gonna have to help with that.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll just start coming up in one piece.
Kind of doubt it. Okay, so fencing first. It would be kind of cool if we did move the fencing, like you said, to the other side. Like if we relocated this fencing over here, if we domed it to, if we had like a whole dome to the road fence.
What? No.
Not of loofahs.
Of what?
Anything climbing.
It would just become loofahs.
I think it would be kind of cool.
It's a little much. We're supposed to be downsizing.
Oh, okay. Last year I planted this dwarf mulberry, and it was in like a small pot that you would get at, oh, it is. Wait. It is alive. Yay. Literally, this mulberry was 8 inches tall. How tall do you think this is right here? 8 feet?
Yeah, 8 feet.
It's grown 7 foot. No joke, in 1 year. I don't even, but is it though? Dude, when you think of dwarfs, hold on. A dwarf variety is typically a smaller variety of plant. So when it grew 7 foot in 1 year, I am surprised. Maybe I got not a dwarf. Maybe this is just the way it goes. Who knows? I'll have to look more into it. But I really did think it was going to be compact and small. It's not looking like that. So, we have a plan of action. Another thing I need to do is I need to go through here and pick up all of the little green stakes. That's easy enough. We need to just do this like eating an elephant. 1 bite at a time. That's the saying, right? I wonder if the bees are out. You want to go look? We lost one of our little roost pegs and Buddy found a stick at our Rock City birdhouse. That works.
It's the best roost on there now.
It's true. It's all natural. No birds in there, but plenty of pine straw. Maybe this year. All right. Oh yeah, there's bees. There's bees coming and going. Oh, Luna, don't you make those bees mad. They seem pretty docile because we're right up on them. They don't seem to care. I'm still blown away that they just came from the wild and set up in that beehive. It still blows me away. Those 2 hives right next to them are empty. There's no bees in there. Our next door neighbor's jamming out to something. Classical music. Can you jam out to classical music?
He plays the classical music for his plants so that they grow better.
Do you think he does?
I've heard that.
Could be true. Our neighbor has a wide variety of musical taste. I've heard it all. Disney classics to classical to oldies to rock. Our little loofah patch is barren. Molly girl. Molly. Hi, Molly. I'm not sure if we've talked about this, but also we have eggs in the incubator. 42 of them, I think. Filled it all up. Now I did ask Kim for some, and here's what I did, guys. I marked it with a pencil. I put K on the ones that Kim gave me, S on my own, and Bree gave me a few, and Megan gave me a few. So there's some M's and S's and K's, kind of scribbled on with pencil on my incubated eggs. So I'll have chicks to hatch for springtime from our chickens all over. It'll be like a barnyard mix. And my little counter says 15 more days. And for those wondering, Nemo and the shrimp are doing great. Hi, Nemo. I need to clean his fish tank. Got a few shrimp. Oh, there's a little baby down there. See that little baby? The little red speck. They like to hide in the little moss and that like water grass. They like to hide down there. We've got babies in there. What's up, Nemo? There's another baby. That might be the actual little one that came with our shrimp. I'm not sure. But he doesn't seem to bother him. I asked Buddy if he would please work on my rusted shearing tools.
Yeah, they're pretty rusted.
Can they be saved?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, we've made a lot of good progress.
Take a good long look at it right now. It's gonna look awesome.
It's gonna look
soon.
the same for a couple days.
Well, yeah, it's really wet right now. It's gotta dry out,
But I pulled up 3 rows of irrigation. I took down all of the fencing. Well, almost. Some of the fencing is like, has trees growing through it, so we have to cut the trees out of it. But I know it doesn't look like much, but I did a lot of work out here today.
yeah, you even got a sunburn. First sunburn of the
I
year.
did. I got a little red, got a little tan going on. Feels good though. It felt really good to be outside and working in the garden, get my gloves on, and
That's what I've been craving.
me too.
If it's not cold, it's rainy. I have no outside time.
Yeah, I really needed this today, truly. I had other things I probably should have been doing, but I'm really glad that I got this done and I was outside and got to see all the budding fruit trees we have going on, so it's exciting. All right, well, we're gonna wrap this up and we will keep you updated on the garden. Catch you on the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
On the Denman homestead, where the sun sets golden in the west, we live in harmony with nature, doing what we love best. From the garden to the kitchen, and the bees inside their hive. On the Denman homestead, come along and plant, nourish, thrive.